Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am Jay Zahn, and we've got a Division D East match for you tonight. Blunt Force Trauma versus Rise and Grind. We did have the side of Rise and Grind winning the toss and electing for first pick, first ban. Blunt Force Trauma banning out Volskaya Foundry and Alterac Pass. Rise and Grind banning out Sky Temple and Cursed Hollow. And we're going to see Blunt Force Trauma selecting Towers of Doom for our first map of the night here in this best of 3 series.
Towers of Doom.
There it is, perfectly timed. I don't usually time up the intro that well, but there it is. So we'll get a chance to see here early in the season. These teams are going to prioritize. Towers of Doom, of course, a very rotation-heavy map. The ability to stall out these altars can be a priority in the draft, to be able to poke these out. Siege damage, always a premium, being able to take these bell towers. And you always want to make sure you have some camp-taking ability for the sappers, particularly the ones in the bot lane. Early strength advantage can give you the ability to engage and invade in this bottom camp. Back and forth. Stukov going to be the first ban out. Over on the side of Rise and Grind. Also, apologies, I do not yet have access to a logo from Blunt Force Trauma, so tonight they're getting the NGS logo. Brightwing going to be the ban out for Blunt Force Trauma. No big shocker there. Brightwing, of course, very strong hero in our current meta. Meanwhile, Tassadar and Joe, the second bans for these squads, and Rhaegar is going to be the first pick. So Rhaegar has been pretty strong so far this season as far as a healer in the meta. Also, very good wave clear for this map, and pretty solid on the ability to take these camps, or at least aid in getting the camp picked up. He's got good sustained healing, particularly after 13 for these for this part of the map, and an interesting double pick to start here. 2 strong bruisers. Now, of course, Blaze can be the main tank, and that likely with the Zool is going to be the case for the side of Blunt Force Trauma.
Our world is worth fighting.
Meanwhile, May and the Mephisto grabbed up here for the side of Rise and Grind. Leoric going to be the ban out for Blunt Force Trauma. So right now with the Zul pickup and the Leoric ban, it looks like they're wanting to get a premium on the double soak here. Typical strat, the solo laner soaks the top and mid lanes while the 4-man tries to push down that bottom lane. Get the sappers and make sure they get pushed in. Anduin going to be the ban out for Rise and Grind. And they'll pick the Chromie as well. Very interesting. Double Mage, double Bruiser. Don't see that every day. But still, should be an interesting approach here. By the way, I did want to mention a couple of recent follows. Saddleburr and Old Math Lady, thank you for the follows. Welcome to the stream. Lunara and Sonya going to be on the pickup here to close it out for Rise and Grind. And a Lily as the main healer for Blunt Force Trauma. A very unique draft. I like it, though. These are some heroes that I don't often get to see together in particular. Don't see a whole lot of Lily pickups overall, but good ability to give some blinds to go against the Lunara, the Sonya, and the Rhaegar. All right. Well, let's see how these do here on our first game on Towers of Doom. Thanks, everybody, for coming out and checking out the stream. Supporting NGS and these teams. All right, let's get into game number 1 here on Towers of Doom. On the left, we've got Blunt Force Trauma. We've got Sheepish Lion on the Chromie. We've got Exorcist playing the Kael'thas. Cora on the Blaze. Old Lady going to be on the Zool. And Ghost Dog on the Lily. While on the right for Rise and Grind, we've got Brother Nature going to be playing the Mephisto. Lost Dispatch going to be on the Sonya. We've got Eris on the Lunara. We've got Ivan Drago, sorry, on the Rhaegar. And last but not least, we've got Zariel Alis on the May. Zariel Abyss, my apologies. Right away, Cora charging in there, trying to get the stun. Lost Dispatch gonna do some spinning, and just like that, both teams clear out the waves and are on their way. This is gonna be Zol versus Sonya in the rotational matchup here. Old Lady to play this one a little bit safe early. Big damage coming out onto Exorcist right away. Brother Nature doing a nice job of getting some early damage out here. And there is the charge. Both teams gonna go ahead and go their separate ways and get the camp started on each side. Both camps are capped. And now both teams are going to rotate down here to see if they can get any kind of push advantage. Right away, it does look like the side of Rise and Grind has a slight advantage pushing this into the mid, but both teams got plenty of wave clear. I'm going to get started on trying to clear this out, but Blaze getting pretty low. Hanging in there a little bit too long, trying to hold out before that charge. But just as that final Sapper charged, we saw the big Chromie Q come in. Ghost Dog, though, it's very low. And Lily not going to be able to heal through that one. And just like that, first and second blood going to go over to Rise and Grind. Brother Nature going in deep, though. It's the double tower shot. And we're gonna call it a kill for blunt force trauma, but really, that was a lot of work coming in from the towers. Guess you could say he fell to the towers of doom. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll see myself out now.
Forth and claim the altars mine. The Raven Lord demands it.
Looks like we're gonna have the customary trade-off in the top and the 4v4 brawl in the bot as we get our first set of altars, which is of course always the triple here. The first and fifth objective phases always the triple. Double stun from Korra, big spread damage, but Korra ends up being the first to fall as Mei gonna go ahead and charge in. And Azariel gonna end up falling. And it's a 1-for-1 exchange, but Brother Nature trying to get more ends up getting poked. Saurus trying to get the stall out, but is going to get chased away by Old Lady and Ghost Dog. Good combo. Good combo name right there, by the way. 2-3 on the kill counter. 4-point lead for Blunt Force Trauma. About a half-level lead right now for Rise and Grind as both of these teams going to see if they can make their way to 10 for this next objective phase. Both teams going to grab their camps on the bot side and let the solo laners continue their double-soaking adventures. Both teams going to rotate on down. See if they can push in this set of sappers. We went 0 for 6 on the last one. Korra going to have to charge out there. That's big damage on the sappers on both sides, but Blunt Force Trauma taking those out first, and Rise and Grind to follow. You still have one sapper here, but going to be cleared easily enough by the side of Rise and Grind. Cheapish Lion getting real low, though. Going to be taken down by the Rhaegar there on the bite. Or was that on the Lightning Shield? Exorcist, all kinds of low. Brother Nature goes in and gets the kill. That is a dangerous... I, too, like to live dangerously, Brother Nature, but that one, that was just straight up ballsy. And this time it looks to me like Lost Dispatch is not going to let Old Lady get this one for free. And charge on over. Brother Nature even popping some of his cooldowns, and just like that, Rise and Grind going to flip the switch here. Flip the script, get themselves a 4-point lead as they cap both of these in the top, getting their level 10s here. So we are going to see Tormented Souls along with the Leap, the Snowball, aka Avalanche, go along with the Ancestral Healing and the Leaping Strike. Level 10's coming in soon for Blunt Force Trauma, but we do already see the Rewind coming in from Chromie, the Temporal Loop. And there it is. Exorcist gonna take down... Well, didn't get the kill on Kael'thas, but knocked him low enough that the poison did the job. Cheapest Lion trying to respond with some damage on the backside, but just gonna end up getting blown up for their trouble. Level 10's in now for Blunt Force Trauma. So we're going to see the Spicy Pyroblast coming in along with the Drop Bunker, the Jug of 1,000 Cups, and the Poison Nova. Lady. What causes that Poison Nova, though, I wonder? Bottom Bell Tower going to be grabbed by Rise and Grind. Ghost Dog kind of keeping an eye on the camp, but not really going to do anything to contest here. Blunt Force Trauma is actually going to scout this out and look to try to defend against this invade, though. Korra manages to avoid the avalanche, but Lost Dispatch has come down, making this a 4v5 with Old Lady up in the top side. So this is going to be a double kill for Rise and Grind. They do get a counter kill for Blunt Force Trauma, though, so it's a 2-for-1 exchange. But as the altars come up, the camp is grabbed. The leap comes out, and Exorcist gets blown up. Old Lady has rotated down to the bot. They're going to see if they can defend against these sappers, seeing if they can stop those 3 points coming in. On the backside, Brother Nature going to go ahead and grab the altar, secure these 5 shots. It's going to lead us to a 9-point lead. For the side of Rise and Grind, Lost Dispatch going to go ahead and grab this camp before returning to that top lane. Well, to the mid-top rotation, I should say. Down bot, Rise and Grind trying to defend their newly acquired bell tower. Here comes the loop. Temporally placed onto Brother Nature. Big damage. The Ancestral is going to come out. The counter kill onto Chromie. Korra going to have to drop bunker, but still very low. But Tormented Soul's not quite enough to take him down. Sub 500 health, though. And that's going to be just the 1 kill there for Rise and Grind. But they are dominating in the realm of team fighting here. Big damage coming out onto Exorcist again. We're going to see another shot going over. And just like that, it's a 12-point lead for Rise and Grind. Looks like they got all 3 shots, actually. My mistake. Meanwhile, Gank Attempt coming in onto Old Lady. Got a couple members here. Just Brother Nature. Going to try that engage. Nobody else going to show. Spell Tower has almost been recapped. Chromie has been chipping away at it steadily. Triple stun there. And the Pyroblast onto Brother Nature. They do convert the bell tower. Korra trying to move forward. The Cups healing them up here. Up top, we've got both the solo laners hanging around the altar. So they both rotated down for this. Half a level until level 16 coming in for Rise and Grind. And they are down to Mephisto here, so I'd really like to see Blunt Force Trauma pushing the issue here. They've got the 4v5. Mephisto's up in 7 seconds, but the transporter to the mid has not opened up yet. The tunnel. So this is going to be the long walk. And right now, Rise and Grind just trying to play this slow. Given time for Brother Nature to get back. Lost Dispatch. Oh, Kael'thas actually falls on the bot side. Do the Lunara damage. I completely missed that one. My apologies, but out comes the Poison Nova. Chromie the first to fall, though. Lunara picking up the double kill. Brother Nature wants to get in on that action, though. Gonna get one. Lost Dispatch gets the 4th. And it's going to be just Korra left to tell the tale of Blunt Force Trauma here out of this team fight. A 4-for-0 exchange as Rise and Grind picks up 4 more shots. Going to go ahead and steal away the camp off of that as Lost Dispatch going to go ahead and run on up and get started on the road on the double soaking. Korra kind of covering a little bit while they get their Zool back. Rise and Grind going to convert this bell tower once again. Exorcist going to get caught out here from the displacement and the slow from Azariel. Brother Nature doing some juking and some jiving as they're going to start rotating back to the camp, and there are the tunnels opening. 12-minute mark, by the way, for those who aren't super well-versed here on the map. You can always count on it being at the 12-minute mark. Here comes the Temporal Loop. The stun perfectly timed in there, and Brother Nature getting low. Gonna have to get the Ancestral in from Ivan. Another double stun from Korra. But Asuras is on the rotation. Let's start throwing out the poison. Ghost Dog gonna go ahead and pop the Cups. Top off Blunt Force Trauma. They've got level 16 now, but Ghost Dog taking a ton of damage. And there's the double leaking strike into the death zone. Korra charging in maybe a little further than they anticipated. Lunara is going to go down to the big spicy meatball from Exorcist, but the double snowball into the wall going to secure it, and that's going to be a 1-for-4 exchange. Meanwhile, up top, we've got the 1v1 going on here. This is the 5th altar spawn, so this is all 3 bell towers. And with 14 on the core, if Rise and Grind can get all 3 of these, then this match is over. They get the first, they get the second, and the third is just waiting for them back here. At this point, they can do this or get boss. Dealer's choice here. But the cap will be secured by Brother Nature. And that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1. Going over to Rise and Grind on Towers of Doom. Well, the kill counter kind of says it all. I mean, that's how it is in a lot of games, but not every game, but most of the time. You've got a team that gets, 17 more kills than the other squad. That means they probably won. Just overall good team fight coordination coming in that time from Rise and Grind. They really had all their ducks in a row for those combos. Big damage coming in from Brother Nature. 58k. Whew. But if I was going to pick one MVP, I would actually say it's Eris. Doing some very nice damage numbers, but the 11 kills really securing it this game. But really everybody played well over on that side. I gotta give a lot of credit though to Blunt Force Trauma. They hung in there. They kept trying until the end. Even that end team fight, they were able to take down Lunara for a second time. So they're doing their best and trading in. So but we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break while we set up for game number 2. I'll be back in just a moment with the draft for game 2 in this best of 3 series. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2 going to be on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Another one of NGS's favorite maps. You see this one quite a lot. So, Blunt Force Trauma selecting map pick here. Giving Rise and Grind first pick, first ban for a second game in a row. And they're going to ban Stukov to kick off the draft for the second game in a row. Meanwhile, we see the Tassadar banned out as well, along with the Johanna and May. Apologies, I was responding to a message there on Discord. But I'm back now. Right wing going to be the first pickup. No big shocker there, but Blunt Force Trauma not wanting to see that May a second time around, and they're going to steal away the Mephisto as well, as they didn't want to see Brother Nature on that hero for a second time in a row. Diablo going to also be picked up by Korra.
For the frozen throne.
I stand ready.
A couple of very strong picks coming in from Rise and Grind. They get the Anubarak before the ban phase comes out, and that makes sense. You know, Diablo already picked up, and two of the stronger tank picks already taken off the board with the Blunt Force Trauma bans 1 and 2. So they're wanting to get that Anubarak before a third tank ban might come out. But they are going to eliminate the Leoric, at the very least. Meanwhile, Vala also picked up here for Rise and Grind. Definitely one of the stronger AA heroes in the game right now. Good sustained damage. Good teamfight damage overall. And Anduin, once again, going to be banned out here by Rise and Grind. Anduin's such a frustrating hero to play against a lot of the time, too, because you think you're just about to get a kill. You're starting to salivate over that extra XP and map advantage you're gonna get, and then yank, yoink. It's like somebody's got a dollar on a string. They just pull that string, and whoop, there goes your money. But Dahaka and Tychus gonna be the pickups here. Kel'Thuzad coming out from Brother Nature, along with the Sonya to close out the draft for Rise and Grind. Kel'Thuzad, a very interesting pickup. Maybe Brother Nature just likes heroes that focus heavily on elemental type. Would make sense. Ghost Dog gonna grab the Lily once again. Giving all those blinds to Vala, I believe is the hope. Alright, well let's head on in to game number 2, shall we? Gonna see if Blunt Force Trauma can start up the reverse sweep, or if Rise and Grind can finish strong, get themselves the domination, take all 3 points for themselves here in this series. Wave clear, always a premium here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Alright. Get on into Tomb. Game number 2. On the left, Blunt Force Trauma. We've got Korra on the Diablo. We've got Sheepish Lion playing the Mephisto. Old Lady on the Dahaka. Exorcist is going to be on the Tychus. And Ghost Dog back on the Lily. Now, on the right for Rise and Grind, we've got Azariel Abyss on the Sonya. We've got Lost Dispatch playing the Anubarak. Eris is going to be on the Vala. Ivan Drago on the Brightwing. And Brother Nature going to be on that Kel'Thuzad. Obey the call of Kel'Thuzad. Nobody's ever looked up the official title, by the way, for Kel'Thuzad. I would suggest it. It rivals that of the Khaleesi. Right away, both teams going to go ahead and throw all 5 of their heroes against each other in the mid. I'm going to give Brother Nature a stack. Not sure that would have been my call if I was Blunt Force Trauma. You generally want to try to avoid giving these early stacks to Brother Nature as much as possible, but they are going to get Lost Dispatch very low, but not quite enough to take him down. They do give up the Diablo. Diablo also very weak in the early game, unfortunately. Until he gets those souls built up, it can be kind of hard for him to survive in these rotational skirmishes. But so many members low on both sides. A lot of backs happening anyway. So Rise and Grind gets the first blood, but they're not going to get much of a huge advantage out of that. However, 6 stacks already for Kel'Thuzad. We'll keep an eye on that to see when that Master of the Cold Dark has been completed. After 15, you get that Glacial Spike, and then things really start to get fun after 30 stacks. Down bot, we see the 4v4 is on over this bottom camp. Zariel Abyss getting low on the point, receives the teleport, though, coming in. Big healing from Ivan. Multiple members of Blunt Force Trauma incredibly low. Korra going to be the first to fall, and the bloodbath is on. There was the Tychus versus the Vala up top, but now Aceris is up here, and that is going to be a 4-for-2 exchange for Rise and Grind. As apparently this was the hill that both of these teams were prepared to die on, but it was only Blunt Force Trauma dying on it. Well, okay, that's not fair. A lot of people died on it, but you know what I mean. It's a very heavy commit very early from these teams. I love it. Brother Nature getting kind of low here. Gonna have to tap as the 4-man has reassembled in the top side for Blunt Force Trauma. Rise and Grind going a little bit more towards the macro side of things, though. Gonna grab out their Bruiser camp. Neither team having enough to turn in just yet, but Blunt Force Trauma has already slammed 17 of those gems on in. So the 16 now of Rise and Grind. We do see them falling back to get their camp as well. Sheepish Lion and Old Lady clear out the enemy camp in the mid. Lost Dispatch doing what they can to try to interrupt that process. $14 stacks so far for the Kel'Thuzad, so one more, and he gets a free set of steak knives. No, not that. It was the Glacial Spike. That's right. Close enough. And there it is. Ivan Drago getting a little bit low. 5-man is here. Sonya still down on the bot side. Brightwing ends up falling. Just like that, Blunt Force Trauma. Running it down mid here. Just taking them head on. Kel'Thuzad stacks be damned. Lost Dispatch. Gonna have to burrow charge out. Eris getting knocked down a little low. Cora tanking the fort. Gonna have to back up. Meanwhile, as much as I want to give bot some airtime, there's not really too much interesting going on down here. Old lady gonna secure the turn in just before Azariel gets wind of that going on. Rise and Grind does have the gems turn in here. Blunt Force Trauma very close. Azariel coming up to try to see if they can get some advantage here, but we do see Dahaka able to come in with the dig. And it's going to be Sonya actually the first to fall. Cora going to grab Vala. Oh, it's going to be a dead Vala. Exorcist going to slam in some gems, and it looks like Blunt Force Trauma are going to find themselves the first set of Web Weavers here. Getting really close to level 10 here. But with the level 10 comes the ability to get some extra push here. With Blunt Force Trauma's got about a level lead at this point. When they're focusing on this mid lane, a lot of people will tell you that the top lane is priority on this map. And generally I agree with them. It's definitely the priority lane late in the game. But early in the game, I feel like the mid fort actually provides you with a lot of extra security when you're trying to rotate around this map. You know, a big combo coming in from Brother Nature. They're gonna get the Diablo. Sheepish Lion gonna have to throw out the root, and now is just running for his life. Sub 200 health. Brother Nature on the chase. Gets him with the chain. Or gonna charge him into the wall for his trouble, but no damage follow-up to be had there. Top fort also grabbed there, by the way. Double fort for Blunt Force Trauma. And now Exorcist trying to make it out. Just barely gets caught there by the Rain of Vengeance. Ghost Dog trying to get the cleanse out, but Exorcist still gets hit by the chain, dragged back to the Glacial Spikes. Trying to make it out now. Cora comes in and now is going to end up giving their life to get everyone else out. Yep. I never lost confidence in that statement. Never. Not for a single second. Brother Nature looking for another combo. Hits it on Ghost Dog and boom. Tychus down. Lily down. Old lady going to have to dig to stay alive there, and Rise and Grind getting themselves a nice little double kill to coordinate right in with these Web Weavers. Now, top and mid were pretty far pushed in. Bottom side going to be the first line of defense here for Blunt Force Trauma as they're looking to clear these out as they come towards the structures. Huge wave, though, in the mid lane for Rise and Grind. And they've got their forces here as they're going to pick up level 13. We do see the Durance coming out there. Eventually, the action's going to slow enough that we can look at these heroics. But I'll just call them out as we're going. There's the Shadow Fisher coming in from Brother Nature. Check that one off the list. We've also got Rain of Vengeance. We've got Web Wrap along with the Wrath of the Berserker and the Blink Heal for Blunt Force Trauma. We saw the Durance. Oh, hold on. Combo coming in once again. Big Shadow Fisher damage. Exorcist gonna go down. All three go down. Cheapish Lion gonna try to dance around. It's a big durance, but ultimately will end up falling. That was a valiant effort, though, but that's just gonna be Old Lady down on the bot side as that 4v5 turns into a 4 for nothing. And they're going to go ahead and grab the boss here for Rise and Grind. They do have the turn-in available as well. Old Lady going to try to get what they can down here. Get some damage on the old structure. This is going to be a boss turn-in play for Rise and Grind, as this boss is beating up the top lane. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, the top lane is definitely the late game priority lane because it ultimately is the one where most of the win conditions happen on this map. Cheapish Lion, by the way, getting comboed. Actually does manage to teleport out to avoid the CC from that combo from Brother Nature. Fort does still go down, however. There's the chain into the Shadow Fissure. Cheapest Lion trying to dance around, but going to end up falling. Or charging in, going to put themselves in danger, but Ghost Dog did pop the cups, but it gets interrupted by the chain, and Diablo's going to go down. Exorcist walking right through the Shadow Fissure, going to end up able to bump their way on out of there. Down bot, though. Zero gets that bottom fort and continue here on the march onto this deep front wall. Rise and Grind also getting value in this top lane. Really only the mid that they're currently able to really defend. Azariel thought about going right in onto that fort. Thought better of it, though. This camp is going to be cleared out. Each team's got one fort left at this point. So pretty even on structures, but still about a level and a half lead for Rise and Grind. They still holding those 16 talent tiers over the heads of Blunt Force Trauma. We're going to rotate down to this bottom camp. Rise and Grind grabbing the bruisers, and they're starting to head in this direction, but be a little bit too late. Neither team quite having enough for a turn-in just yet, but Zariel Abyss going to get him about halfway there. At 31, and everybody on Rise and Grind looking to dump right now. Nice tight rotation from Blunt Force Trauma, though. Rotating to the mid to go ahead and get some clear here. Protect this mid fort. Diablo getting back up to 100 souls. The Korra is as tanky as they're going to get. Durance comes out. Level 16s have been picked up by Blunt Force Trauma, so this is a fight they want, but Exorcist just taking a ton of damage. The Cups comes out just in time to save him on the backside as the Ceres is going wild, but ends up getting turned on there. So it's going to be Vala for Mephisto to start this fight off, but so many members of Blunt Force Trauma are super low here. The combo and the double kill comes out. That's making a triple actually here for Brother Nature. And now gonna hit Ghost Dog coming out of that. Gets a fourth kill. You cannot stop Brother Nature right now, man. Hel'Tazad's got the stacks. And this is what we were worried about in the early game. We knew this was possible. And we're seeing it right here. Brother Nature has taken this game over. Whew. I mean, the good news for Blunt Force Trauma is Brother Nature is out of mana, so he's going to have to back up before he can continue doing this kind of damage. 20-6 on the kill counter right now. So picking up where they left off in that game number 1. Winning it in the team fights. Blunt Force Trauma does have about a half a level here before Rise and Grind gets their level 20s. So they may look to engage here. And the combo is down right now as Korra has eaten it. The Durance comes out, but The APOC just a little bit too late to follow up, and the Cocoon and the kill going to come out onto Mephisto. And there are level 20s for Rise and Grind as they are pushing in the mid lane. They've got the Webweaver just kind of marching up down the top lane. No Mephisto to aid in the defense here. Ghost Dog going to go ahead and pop the jug of 1,000 cups, but would have needed 1,000,000 to keep Diablo alive there. Exorcist going to fall. Ghost Dog going to get rooted and blown up by that Shadow Fisher. And Rise and Grind. They're rising, and they're grinding their way to a win here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. They're going to look to end. Webweaver will go down, so it's just the waves that they've got here. Durance comes out. The cleanse comes out from Ivan. Mephisto going to fall. And that is going to be it. Game number 2 and the domination going over to Rise and Grind here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Gonna go ahead and hop into lobby here. Let's see if we can get an interview with our winning squad. I mean, gotta shout out Brother Nature on that one, right? 11 and 0. Completely play that Kel'Thuzad to perfection. If I was any other team in this division, I would be putting that one down on notice. You gotta either ban that Kel'Thuzad or you gotta have an answer for it. Yeah, you gotta have something. Those combos were just straight up nasty. Eris doing a lot of work too, though. 9 kills, only the 2 deaths, and a lot of damage. But overall, just 25-6 on the kill counter. Definitely, like I said earlier, it really tells the tale of the match. And there you go. Hello, welcome.
Hey guys, am I in the right lobby?
I don't think so.
210 Blackman Street? No way, you guys aren't casting that one.
Nope. This is an interview after a match.
Oh, okay. Peace be with you then. Apologies.
Hey, thanks.
No
Have a good
worries.
one.
I'll see you around.
Hey, you know, that's one of the things I like about NGS is being able to chat with people, even when I didn't intend to. You know.
I should have deferred the interview to him. He would have known what happened.
Yeah. Like, you know what? I don't feel like doing this anymore. You take it away, man. Take it away. Well, congratulations! What a performance from you guys.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, just a couple of really strong matches. You know what? I need to put that win up on the scoreboard. Let's get you to 2-0 where you guys belong. So, first of all, normally I like to talk about the match sequentially and give you questions, but you know, about the first game first. But I can't wait. We got to talk about Brother Nature and that Kel'Thuzad. That was crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, so Brother Nature, he's typically our mage player. You saw they took the Mephisto away. To be honest, he pretty much plays every mage. And after we saw the Diablo Dahaka, we just thought, big old front line, lots of chains.
Yeah, the chains were coming in hot. And, you know, I was starting to get worried right from the get-go in that matchup because, you know, for the side of Blunt Force Trauma, if I've got a Diablo who's kind of weak before he gets his souls early and I'm seeing Kel'Thuzad on the other side, I'm not going anywhere near you guys for, like, the first few levels if I can avoid it. But they just kind of threw themselves at you and started letting Brother Nature get those chains. And we saw that 30 come out really, really fast. And he just, you guys just started putting putting your pedal to the metal. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from your other damage dealer, Eris, dealing a ton of damage on that Vala, but just felt like Kel'Thuzad was really the centerpiece there.
I agree. Yeah, honestly, the chaos of that early bottom camp fight, where we're like, all right, whatever.
That
we'll just
was
stay here and
insane. Yeah,
We'll just stack.
I was like, this is the hill that everybody's gonna die on.
Yes, exactly. It was all in.
Oh. Well, talking a little bit though, going back to game number 1. Tell me a little bit about your guys' approach to that draft and to that map.
So, we love that map. We're glad that they picked it. We actually have, we had a sub today. One of our OG players he subbed for us tonight. He hasn't played in probably a few months. So basically, we were drafting around him.
Ah,
So we took the Rhaegar first. He's only comfortable on a few heroes. He doesn't play very often anymore. He's got 2 kids now, so we basically just solidified him, and then the rest of us are pretty flexy.
there you go. All right, well, so big win here in week 2. Tell me a little bit about your season so far for Rise and Grind, and kind of what your goals are as you head further into the season.
You know, we're excited to be back. It was a nice little break. We used to do NGS and Hero League. Now we just do NGS. So we all take a little break. We're excited to be playing again. Aspirations for the season, who knows, you know? We've been playing this game for a very long time, and we're still completely mediocre at it. So
Yeah.
who knows? We're just
It's-
trying to have fun.
It's that meme of the crying cat where they're like, "Oh, you've played this game enough to be level 1800. You must be really good at it, right?" And I look at you like, "Why you got to do this to me?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm silver. What do you want from me?"
Yep. So yeah, we're just trying to have fun.
Good.
And we are.
Well, that is really the point. You know, winning is the goal. Having fun is the point. So that you guys, it sounds like you guys are. You're getting both tonight, but more importantly, it looks like you guys got the overall theme going on.
Yep. And we appreciate you very much for casting. It's always more fun when we get casted.
Yeah, you
Gives
get to
an-
go back and
an
watch
excuse
that big
to-
win.
We don't review replays unless we get casted, so we definitely appreciate it.
There you go. Well, I hope I could put on a good show for you, and I appreciate the support and the shout outs. But in case you have any other shout outs, before I let you go, the floor is yours.
Sure. So we like to shout out our Queen of the Week. I'm going to give it to Miss Haley Williams of Paramore. They just put out their new record this week. Pretty great.
Nice.
And shout out to you too. Again, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and thanks for coming in for the interview afterwards. Congratulations on the big win, and we'll let you get back to your team to celebrate.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Thanks again.
Yep, have a good night.
You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for me for right now. I do have another match coming up at 8:30 in the C West division, so feel free to come back, check that one out. Don't forget to hit the follow button and come back for some more Heroes of the Storm action. But until then, for the Nexus Gaming series, I am Jayzon, and we'll see you next time.